People are stupid. And when I say stupid, I don't mean like, damn, that boy is stupid as hell. I mean like, no, legitimately stupid, like dumb, incompetent, idiots, also known as dumb as fuck. And the problem is people getting dumber and dumber every day. From the person who be commenting on politics, sports, all around life that you know damn well they have no business opening their mouth, to the parents in my goddamn kids' school pickup line that can't seem to understand the flow and how things work. I really wonder how the dynamic works in their house because I just be thinking to myself, well, their kids probably smarter than they are. And they're in grade school. So rather than just ranting and complaining and talking about and wondering why people are so dumb, I decided I'm gonna try to look some stuff up and try to get to the bottom of why y'all ass is dumb as fuck. I'm P, aka JP, aka you can't get more P than me, and this is Premeditated Man.
You're a premeditated man, running from what you began, hiding where the lights don't scan, but I won't fall for your fake plan.
When I was little, I remember my youngest brother, he had to been about 5, 6 at a time. Even at that age, he had said something that I never forgot all these years later. Simple but effective. One day, I don't even remember totally what we was doing, what the conversation was about. Probably just complaining. He just goes, "You know what? People are stupid." And ever since then, I come to realize as the years go on, he's not lying. And this is the crazy thing. Stupidity isn't limited by class, income, or education. Someone could have a PhD, a six-figure job, social status, titles and credentials, and still be a complete fucking idiot. Degrees measure endurance, not wisdom. Credentials prove specialization, not judgment. Intelligence in one lane doesn't transfer to all lanes. You see it all the time. Brilliant academics with zero world sense, highly paid professionals with awful reasoning, and experts who collapse outside their niche. Education can teach you what to think, it doesn't automatically teach you how to think. Now, you're going to see a lot when I talk about stuff because I'm big on not being like the very people I talk about. Whenever I say something, I always want to have some type of facts, especially psychological facts to support where I'm coming from. So you don't think I'm just pulling stuff out of my ass. I hate when people do that. I hate when people just say stuff and just be like, when you ask them, how do you know? They just be like, because I know. Bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like that shit right there, that's a pet peeve of mine. Once I see you do that, you completely lost me. I file you in the idiot file in my fucking brain, and that's it. So these are a couple things that me and my assistant have decided that probably best support what I'm saying. Here goes a couple things. Number one, false intelligence. The core issue, more than likely. People confuse having information with actually being smart. Knowing of something isn't the same as understanding it, aka comprehension. Reading headline doesn't make you informed. Watching clips doesn't make you wise. Repeating your group's talking points doesn't make you intelligent. If you can't explain something without buzzwords, you don't understand it. You memorized it. People just know enough to feel superior. Everyone is an expert after one TikTok. Google plus confidence equals fake intelligence. I saw a post about it replaces I actually looked into it. Information is everywhere, understanding is rare. Exactly what you see every day. That's why whenever it's a hot topic, everybody sounds like a fucking bunch of robots saying the same shit over and over and over again. And when you challenge somebody on their opinion and why they even got to that conclusion, they can't tell you, or they heard, or somebody else said it, or now they become standoffish, which we're going to get into later, all because you just realize, like, bro, you just said the same thing that 100 other people in the comments just said. Like, do you have any idea where that comes from? Especially when it comes to politics. I'm not even going to get specifically into politics right now because that's a whole thing on its own that I could sit here for an hour and just talk about politics and how people act and how weird shit get when it comes to that. Number 2, attention spans are cooked. You people are fucking grits. Social media broke people's ability to think. Everything has to fit in 15 seconds. If it's not emotional, it's boring. If it's complex, it's fake. If it challenges them, they scroll past it. People don't reject ideas because they're wrong. They reject them because they require effort. This is something that I'm really passionate about. And I'm going to tell you why, right? I've had discussions even with people close to me because it always blows my mind, right? How you could talk about rappers' lives, you could talk about sports, you feel me? You could talk about all type of bullshit, the bookie, women, everything like that. You could sit there and talk all day about stuff that means absolutely nothing with zero substance. As soon as it's time to talk about anything that's like going on in the world, all of a sudden, oh, I can't deal with that. Bro, you know how many times you'll try to talk to somebody about what's going on, like, for example, in the news, when you do bring up politics, and people will say, oh, that ain't my business. I stay out them people's business. You stay out them people's business, but yet you want to tell me how many baby mamas this rapper got, how much money this motherfucker got. You trying to tell me what the latest gossip is, but you want to stay out of that? Come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And then the mistake that I make is that a lot of times, to be fair, once you do have those conversations with them type of people, I quickly realize, you know what? You got that one, dog. You got that one. Because ignorance is bliss, and you ignorant than a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. And forgive me for even thinking for a second that we can have a conversation, especially in our mid 30s, about real world shit. Lord, have mercy on my soul for even forcing you to think outside of fucking social media and whatever the fuck is on Say Cheese, the Shade Room, and all that other goddamn bullshit. Forgive me. Number 3, loud is greater than smart. The loudest person now gets treated like the smartest. Algorithms reward outrage, not truth. Dumb ideas don't disappear, they go viral. Confidence is mistaken for competence. Attention is mistaken for authority. Smart used to mean skilled, proven, consistent. Now it means confident, entertaining, aligned with the right crowd. If enough people agree, it got to be true, right? And you want to know something? This is another thing that is prevalent, like, in every single thing in today's world. Bro, I even see this when it comes to places like ESPN. ESPN used to be my favorite thing to watch growing up. Anybody who knows me knows as a kid, bro, that used to be that was everything from cold pizza to all that kind of stuff, right? ESPN has been ruined by this. Now ESPN, thanks to fucking Skip Bayless and goddamn Stephen A. Smith, now ESPN don't care if you even know the sport. You don't gotta know nothing you talking about. All you gotta do, get on there, say some bullshit, bring up race, get the people going, and that's it. You making money. And this is exactly what's going on, bro. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Let me take it back, because this is something, you feel me, that I've been dealing with since I was young. Another example of this, you ever tried to have an argument or debate, especially when you was growing up, with the fucking class clown? You ever tried to have an argument with the best ranker in the goddamn school? With the goddamn court jester? That is a setup to fail. Mind you, I've dealt with this over and over and over again. We talking about something. Number one, my mistake. I've learned, it's taken me a long time, but I've learned, hey, never argue with a fool because from the outside you can't tell who's who. Well, I used to be dumber than a motherfucker because I always used to get myself caught up arguing with fools. And then the worst kind of fools. The worst kind of fool is the person that you're sitting there talking about something. You bring up facts, this nigga want to tell jokes. Oh my God. Now I know what I'm saying is right. I know what I'm saying is right. Now I'm hot because the person that I done heard, he barely could goddamn read. He barely could figure out math problems. The nigga need tutoring for simple multiplication, but now the whole crowd laughing at him because he telling jokes. The whole crowd laughing at him because he telling jokes. Now, no matter what I'm trying to say, he's right up right there. Yeah. And that still bothers me to this day. Some of you niggas, bro, you know what? Let me tone it down because now I'm getting emotional. Some of you out there, I still ain't forget you, bro. I still ain't forget that argument, that point of view was mine. You want to tell a little joke, huh? Now everybody keying. They don't even want to hear what I got to say. The goddamn court justice done stole the court, and now it's over with. And that's basically what happens in society now. The clowns have overtaken the asylum. The entertainment has now overtaken the intelligence. It has happened and it's continuing to happen. Number 4, people don't think, they check alignment. Instead of thinking, people ask, what does my side think? What's the viral take? Which opinion won't get me dragged? Beliefs are borrowed, opinions are copy pasted. Exactly what I was saying earlier when I was alluding to the fact that everybody sounds like a bunch of robots, bro. It's like people are afraid to think for themselves. And I'm gonna get into that in my next point a little bit, but literally, bro, I'm gonna tell you another example of this. This is something that I get it, bro. Like one thing that I can't stand, bro, when I see a woman who posts a picture, right? On social media, or it's a picture of social media, right? And whether your opinions on women getting their body done or whatever, what really drives me nuts is when I see guys sitting up there, the main ones up under the comment. Oh, oh, her shit, oh, her doctor, this, and this, blah, blah, blah. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Like for real, bro. You saw these women doing that, bro. Women be hating on each other, bro. Like, so don't think that, oh, I'm just gonna copy and paste what I see this woman say so I could be down. Bro, she still ain't gonna try to fuck you, bro. I'm just being real with you. Just because you sitting there and you think they want to hear that, don't mean that. And then you sad, bro. You really sad. Like, yeah, you could have your opinion. You could sit there and say, I prefer a natural woman, so and so, but come on, bro. Men, we don't naturally be like that where it's like, oh, you can have your preference, but I don't think you're gonna walk into a room, see that woman ready, and then you just gonna sit there and be like, oh no, I'm disgusted. Oh my God, who's your doctor? Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. You just trying to go with what the crowd say. You see that, you think what, just because you post that, a woman gonna DM you and be like, hey, I'm glad you share the same opinion of me about that woman. Ooh, boo her. Oh, I'm gonna fuck you now. Dog, stop, bro. You fucking sad, bro. And then you see that when it comes to every other type of opinion. That's just one of them. If I sit here and bring up the racial side of stuff, like if you bring up stuff like that's very controversial, like talking about Shador Sanders, bro, that's another thing you just see, bro. Just copy and paste. Same thing over and over again. Over and fucking over again. Oh, they don't want him to be successful because he's black. Again, shut your stupid ass up, bro. Especially if you don't know nothing about the goddamn sport of football. The majority of the people black. The majority of the people on the team black. But you seen everybody else sit there and say, oh, they don't want him to win because he's black. Bruh, again, I mean this in the most polite and respectful way possible. Shut your stupid ass up, brother. Please. Which brings me to my next point. Number 5. Fear keeps people stupid. People know things are wrong. They're just scared to say it. Speaking honestly risks getting labeled, getting attacked, getting canceled. So people stay quiet or repeat nonsense. Silence lets stupidity spread. Now, this is the reason why what I just said happens, right? Everyone is afraid. Everyone is afraid to stick out. Everyone is afraid to be, you feel me, that person that goes against the grain. Luckily for y'all, God has blessed y'all and graced y'all with my presence. I personally don't give a fuck. And to be real, I've been trained and groomed for this, bro. I've been going through this my whole life. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't care if 1,000 people say something. If I don't feel like that's what it is, that's not what it is, bro. It's just not. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to go for it. You could sit there, you could argue, whatever. And again, if you've known me, especially since high school, you get me, or if you know me younger than that, bro, I'm finna, listen, I'm going to stick to my guns, bro. I'm going down with the shit. You got me fucked up just because a 10 of y'all feel the type of way, or I'm just not going to say nothing, or I'm just going to, no, bro, no, that ain't me. That ain't Pete. You feel me? And I've always been the same. The problem is a lot of y'all are insecure. You just bark loud. You really ain't no dog. You're a cat. You're a meow. You really ain't no motherfucking dog. So because of that, soon as you get the chance to stand out, oh, you ain't doing that. You tucking your tail. Oh, hell no. Hell no. That shit been going on forever, bro. It's people that'll never even speak up when we was in the locker rooms. They'll be damned. They'll stay quiet the whole time. And they do it now. Society is the same way. And you're wrong for that. You get me? Then this is the crazy thing. It's the mob mentality, bro. It's the, oh, I'm going to yell when everybody else yell. And the shit is just sad, bro. The shit is just fucking sad. You grown and you scared to stand on your own, bro. Come on, brother and sister. Number 6, ego killed humility. Vulnerable narcissism. I've been waiting to get to this one. Ego made I might be wrong feel illegal. People would rather protect their image than learn. People would rather win arguments than be accurate. These phrases are now becoming extinct. Let me look into that. I don't know yet. And the one that oh my God, I was wrong. Traits that match vulnerable narcissism. People cannot say I was wrong. People see disagreements as a personal attack. They protect their self-image at all costs. They need to feel smart, not be competent. They collapse when challenged. They play victim instead of taking accountability, right? So for you who wondering what I mean when I say vulnerable narcissism, so everybody just says the word narcissism again because that's just a popular word to say, right? And yeah, we all have narcissistic traits. I do feel like, to be fair, it's hard for a person to be completely successful without having some type of narcissistic traits. At some point, you really have to feel like you're the best, especially the way life be life, and that's just true. However, the vulnerable narcissism is basically the cap narcissism. You're not really like that. You sit up here and you portray to be a certain type of way. You act like you really, you feel me? You get false confidence. You do all that, but you soften than wet tissue paper, bro. And you see it every day, right? The people who they sit here and you disagree with them, now they mad at you because you disagree with them. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's some crazy shit right there. You say something dumb. I don't agree with the dumb shit because I ain't as dumb as you, bro. But now you mad at me because I'm not dumb? Because you said some stupid shit? Because all it took and all it will take is for you to take 5 minutes and just see if what you saying out your mouth makes sense or if you could find anything to back it up. And now because I tell you, Bro, that shit wrong, bro. And I'm gonna show you facts of why you wrong. All of a sudden, oh, you think you know it all. Oh, oh, this motherfucker. Oh, now you don't want to deal with me now. This the worst thing, bro. And another example of this is the people that love to block people whenever somebody don't agree with them. You feel me? You want to fucking be opinionated, but then can't take nobody else's opinions. You fucking the worst type of people. The people who with that, I said what I said. Again, you dumb as fuck, bro. I can't stand that shit, bro. If you that type of person, bro, don't even talk, bro. You can't be somebody again who's barking, be loud, share your opinion. This happens all the time in politics, bro. Dog, I don't understand for the life of me. And I said I was gonna dive you get into politics because I'll be here for the longest, but I'm for the life of me, bro. For the life of me, because this particular one, this ego shit is so like I see it so much. I don't understand for the life of me, bro. Who gives a fuck who I voted for, what type of side of politics I'm on, or what, bro? Who gives a fuck? Now, I don't have family members. You feel me? If I say, bro, I support what Trump said on this, or if I say, yeah, I voted for Trump because I see that my views are more aligned with what he talking about, all of a sudden now you gonna block me? All of a sudden now we ain't family no more? Bro, what? You don't fucking know these goddamn people in the damn White House? It's like you on some gang time, bro. You ready to die about this shit. And all I'm sitting there saying, bro, like, what the fuck? So because I don't share your opinion, I'm your enemy now? Now you don't want shit to do with me? But then you loud as hell when it's time to share your opinion. You want to be reposting shit. You want to be sharing shit. You want to be talking about shit. I sit there and say, bro, I don't agree with that because of this. Oh, I can't believe I have these type of people on my timeline. I can't believe I have these type of people in my life. You're blocked. I don't want no negativity. Man, that's some bitch ass shit is what it is. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I know this is, you feel me, my first video, so I know I'm gonna have to work on cleaning up my language, but shit, that's gonna have to come with time. I'm trying to, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to be myself, get comfortable doing this. So you're just gonna have to deal with it. But it is what it is, man. I can't stand that shit, bro. And it's like, I think that that right there is why people can't get smarter. This is why people can't learn. You so defensive. You so defensive. Every time I have argument, disagreement with somebody, and this is something that I guess, and like to be, all jokes aside, this is something that I feel like I get triggered by because again, I've been going through this my whole life. So me and you have a discussion about something. We're on opposing sides. Me, P, I don't believe in saying something that I cannot bring supporting facts. I am sorry. I am sorry if you do not agree with that's how that goes. I can't help it. I don't know what kind of classes some of y'all was in. I don't know how y'all was taught. I was always taught, bro, you just don't say anything unless you have an idea. Now, this is where that gets mistaken for, right? And this happens all the time. I like to call when you're dealing with this type of people and you're having conversations where people really don't want facts, because especially when you challenge their opinion, they don't like it. That's when I'd be like, okay, it's just barbershop talk. You feel me? People just be talking. They just be saying whatever the hell they feel like saying. And if you're saying it, all of a sudden they got a problem. My thing is, instead of sitting there and getting in your feelings, right? Instead of sitting there and taking, this as an attack, why not sit there and look at it and say, okay, well, maybe this is something I don't know. Maybe this is something I haven't heard. Maybe this is something I can learn. I always say this saying, bro, when it comes down to anything, especially something that I'm willing to have a debate about, I don't care who's right. I care what's right. And that's what we're lacking in today's society. People don't care about what's right. They just want to feel like they right. And that's a huge issue. This is why we keep doing this. And it's like, instead of people just admitting and accepting the fact, you get what I'm saying? You know what? Maybe I should just shut the fuck up. Maybe I'm loud and wrong. Maybe I just said something And I didn't even take the time to even verify for a second if what I'm saying is correct. A lot of conflict will be resolved. It'll be a lot of less blocked friends and contacts if we just did that. Now, number 6 kind of goes directly into number 7. No accountability, just confidence. There's no penalty for being wrong anymore. You say something dumb, all you got to do is just delete it, act like it never happened. No correction, no learning, no growth. Confidence increases, skill doesn't. And because people are afraid to be challenged and corrected, they rather just delete it. That's basically, you get what I'm saying, what my notes say. And that's basically what I just said. And it goes into the previous point. You get me? You already are sensitive. You already can't handle, you get me, because you're a vulnerable narcissist. You already can't handle the fact that, you know, if I'm wrong about this, it's almost like when you look into vulnerable narcissism and how it goes into this, it's almost like people correlate I was wrong about this with I'm wrong as a person, which to me, it makes no sense. That's how you know it's false confidence. That's how you know that people not really built for how they act like they are. Because if you really was built like that, it won't bother you if you're wrong about something. You'll just sit there and be like, oh shit, players fuck up, keep it moving. But because of that, and because people don't want to go through that, they just delete it. Now, this is the problem. Because there's no accountability, which I promise you, that word accountability, I'm gonna say that word so many times, bro. I probably say the word accountability more than anybody else, because that right there, single-handedly, when it comes to relationships, self-improvement, everything that a person can actually do to be better, the word accountability always comes up. But because there's no accountability, it's like there's nothing to keep people in line. You get me? Like there's nothing to keep people in line. And I'm gonna tell you who I blame. I'm gonna tell you who I blame for this, right? Because this is basically going into everything we're talking about. I blame all you former teachers of ours that would sit there and tell people there's no such thing as a stupid question. You lied. You fucking lied. There is a such thing as stupid question. And for all of you former teachers of ours who sit there and try to make everybody, I know what you're trying to do. I know you was trying to, I got kids. And, I know you want to make every kid feel, grow their confidence. You want to make them, you get what I'm saying, not be timid. You get me? But look, this is what you've done now. This is what you've created. Now the people that was afraid to read out loud because they would stutter on certain words like duh, and they had to, you feel me, figure out how to pronounce words like CAT, WHAT. And I ain't talking about young kids. I'm talking about some of y'all that was, you get what I'm saying? Some of y'all that as we was already getting older, you still was struggling reading out loud. Now you've created a space for those people are now the ones that are doing all the talking, bro. And the sad part is, the people who actually do know what they're talking about, the people who actually do have some common sense, they over here so worried about making sure what they're saying is correct that they not even saying nothing. They just staying quiet. They over here, you feel me? And I'm somebody who's guilty of it. I was been supposed to start the podcast, do all this kind of stuff. I'd be so worried about, you get what I'm saying? Oh, so I don't want to be a fucking idiot like the same people I'm talking about. Let me take some chance to at least get an idea what I'm talking about. Am I the smartest person in the world? Hell no. I'm at least smart enough to know I'm not. Some people be dumb as hell and they have no idea that they're dumb. If you tell them, they think that, hey, they think shit, they probably watching this with me. I know it's people watching this and thinking, I'm so, haha, you right, bro. People be dumb as hell. Whole time the people looking at them like, nigga, you dumb. You get me? And all of that comes from not holding people accountable. If people were held accountable, they would quickly realize exactly where they fall in line. they would quickly realize, like, you know what? I just ain't gonna blurt shit out. I just ain't gonna blurt it out. I'm just not gonna say that. Because what we have now in today's society, we got a whole bunch of people like the kid that just shouted out 21. That's what we got. We got a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. And don't nobody say nothing. They don't never take the time to sit there and even think twice about it, because the first thing they're gonna do is delete the shit, act like it never happened. You get what I'm saying? Let it die down. A couple days later, they do something else. They come out with some more commentary, say something else, and then the next problem, 21. That's basically what we all dealing with right now. My last and final point, number 8, AI has made it worse. AI was supposed to help people think, a tool. Instead, people stop thinking. People don't use AI as a tool, they use it as a brain. Summarize this so I don't have to read. What's the correct take? Tell me what to think about this. If you can't explain the answer, you didn't learn, you outsource. Now, when you hear me, I'm somebody who, let me just sit there and say, I am somebody who is a fan of AI. Matter of fact, whenever you hear me say my assistant, I'm obviously, well, not obviously, but I'm talking about ChatGPT. That's my assistant, right? I use that as my assistant, my secretary, as what it was intended. That's what it's supposed to be made for. You get me? But at the same time, I don't need something else to do critical thinking for me. My theory and what I believe AI is for, I always felt like, and I could be wrong, but I always felt like AI was created for people like me with ADHD, you feel me? And shit where we could come up with ideas, we could sit here and want to plan shit out, but then when it's time for us to actually do it, I could sit here and come up, boy, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had a real robot, that all I had to do was sit there and say, bruh, this is what I'm thinking about. Go make this happen. I'm telling you right now, bro, I'd have been rich as hell by now. But the problem is, people aren't doing that no more. People are actually using AI so that they don't have to think. And the brain is a muscle. You have to exercise it. Like me, I like stimulation. I like learning stuff. I do. I'm sorry. Hey, I guess that would make me a nerd when it comes to a lot of stuff. Like I'm somebody who watches documentaries. Like I just like that. Like, but you have some people who they don't. And so where AI becomes actually more than a crutch, it's a hindrance. It's more like, bruh, you already don't got brain power to start off with. And you're not even trying to exercise it. Bro, look at one of these questions I just said. Tell me what to think about this. I didn't even know that was a prompt you can say. If you're somebody who hears a hot topic, a trending topic about something in the world, and you literally ask ChatGPT, tell me what to think about this, you're cooked. You're cooked. If you got to do that, bro, you might as well not even think at all. You might as well not even think at all. Go watch the grass grow. Just being real with you. Go watch the grass grow. Go sit there and count how many cars and trucks and vans pass by, what color they are, stuff like that. Because to be real with you, you're already lost. There's no point in even you talking about the shit. Because then you're going to come across somebody who, when it's time for them to ask you and start questioning you about, you get me? Why you thinking? First thing you're going to do is hold on. Hold on. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I don't want it to be confused. There is nothing wrong with using AI to support your argument, but you have to be the originator of your argument. The origin of your argument cannot come from a damn robot, especially a robot who, if you ain't smart enough to discern the difference, The robot be dumb as hell sometimes too. Don't let that AI shit fool you. If you can see my chat GPT, it's a lot of times I'm cussing chat GPT out. Like, bro, what? What? Where you get this from? And as soon as I get to cussing the damn chat GPT out, my mistake. Yeah. So you at least got to know how to use the tool. Use it to your advantage. Use it to help you go further. Don't sit there and use it uh what I saw, what was the term? Cognitive offloading. That's what that's called. When you just completely sit there and say, "Whoa, I don't have to think at all." That's not what AI is for. And you people, especially you conspiracy theorist people who be like, "Oh, AI is going to take over." Bro, they don't got to do much to take over, bro. Some of you people already, y'all just ready and willing. Anybody could take y'all shit over. You get me? Use it as a tool, not as your actual brain. So I sat here and I talked about, things that I looked up as to why y'all are dumb as hell. But what about the other side of people? What about the people who not dumb as hell? The irony is that the actually smart people don't really talk much. They listen more, they question themselves, they keep learning. The loud ones argue nonstop, can't explain basics, and they fall apart when challenged. So I say this to say, if you're in here with me and it's only me and you, look around. It's only me and you. If you know you don't fall into this last category that I just talked about, which is, the smart people, and you never been one of the smart people, it's okay. I don't want you to lose hope, especially if you're one of those people who are already fragile. I ain't sitting here doing this to bash you. I'm actually sitting here to show you your weakness and show you how you could get better. Somebody got to do you the favor of sitting there and saying, bruh, why are you so opinionated? Who told you that you should even be talking? You know? If we was in a classroom, I would be the person that would do society a favor when you raise your hand and sit there and say, bro, put your fucking hand down, bro. Like, for real. You know damn well, don't do that, bro. So all I'm saying is, if this you, don't give up. Don't lose hope. The best and the first step to getting better, accept who you are. Once you accept who you are, you're going to be able to grow and go further. All right? Just pay attention. If you need to, go back, look at the different points, and see how you can fix those things about yourself. Don't give up. Don't know. Hell no. Don't do that. Don't you ever give up. You want to be somebody who talk about something? All right. All I'm asking you for, take like 5-10 minutes. Shit, I just brought up AI. It ain't hard. You could just sit there and Google, hey, what is this? And summarize this. You feel me? And that's it. You already can talk about something. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, don't come to no argument no more talking about some whatever the hell you want to talk about. And when somebody asks you, bro, how you know that? Because I just know. Come on, bro. We're not doing that no more. Please, for the love of God. And for the group that I just mentioned, for the people who are smart, who are intelligent, bro, we have to stop allowing paralysis by analysis to keep us from actually speaking. Because look around. Us being quiet, us sitting back, not saying nothing, is allowing all the idiots to do all the talking. That shit gotta stop. That shit has to stop. I got kids. It's a society that I'm preparing them for. And if I gotta be the one to step out and call the rest of the people, you feel me, who are in the same group of people who know that we know what we talking about, we just don't because, Maybe you not like me. Maybe you do have that fear of, oh, I don't want to stir the pot. Like, I know these people dumb as fuck, bro. Like, I just want to make my money. You feel me? Like, and go on about my business. Okay, I hear you. But think about your kids. Think about the next generation. You get me? Because the world is being run by imbeciles. And you got to ask yourself, am I going to let 3 generations of straight fucking idiots be in charge of my kid? I'll tell you my answer. Hell no. Hell no.
Every move you make is cold. Every word you say is old. I can see right through your soul. Your broken heart has lost control. You're a premeditated man.